Welcome back to Sparkle's Kitchen. Today we're making this beautiful okra soup with Orishirishi. As you can see, I've laid out my ingredients and I will be showing you what I'm doing with today's recipe. I've got my smoked mackerel, I've got stockfish, I've got a little bit of ugu. I love ugu in my okra. I've got my pepper, I've got smoked turkey. So yes, just honestly, whatever you have in terms of ingredients to add to your okra, that's fine to use. So what I've done is, if you want your okra to be very slimy, you're going to have to blend a little bit of okra with water and just mix it together. And I will show you what I've done later. So you can see how I've done this. So I've mixed a little bit of okra and I've blended it with water, and this will make your okra really slimy, and I'm gonna add it to the other okra. So as you can see, my ingredients, my ugu is right there. I've got my fish. What I've just done is whatever I have, I've just brought together for this recipe. I have chili pepper, and wow, this is going to be loaded. So yes, I've got all my ingredients. It's going to be rich, it's going to be fantastic. This soup is a treat. And my stock fish, amazing. My smoked turkey, oh wow, I am looking forward to this one because I decided to give myself and my husband a good treat, and this is the result. This is what you're getting. And I had some smoked goat meat left over, so yes, I'm adding that to this as well. So you can imagine how loaded this soup will be. So I've blended my pepper, and as you can see, it's not too smooth because I want you to see a little bit of the red pepper on top of the okra. So I've got my palm oil, and I've also got my crayfish that I'm going to be adding to this recipe. So this is it. Let's just start. So I'm gonna heat up my oil. So there you go. Just a little bit of your oil. I'm gonna heat that up, and I will be adding my locust beans. So my iru, I'm gonna fry that off to start with. What you want to do with your cooking is to just release as much flavor as you can. So the process that you use is really important. So it gives it that really nice flavor, it gives it a nice taste. So there you go. I'm frying my iru, and I'm going to add a little bit of my crayfish and just fry it for a few seconds. You don't want to fry your crayfish for too long. I'm going to season it with a bit of stock seasoning because I want that flavor to come out really well. And I'm going to add a bit of my crayfish, not all of it. So fry this nicely for few seconds and add your pepper. So you don't want it to be too long because your crayfish, if it burns, it's gonna affect the taste of your cooking. So there you go. I've got my pepper in, and I'm just going to fry. And as you can see, the sizzling, beautiful looking pepper fried coming up, and this is what you want. All you're trying to do at this stage is just to release some beautiful flavor that is going to be combined in with your okra later. So yes, I'm going to add my stockfish because I want the stockfish to cook nicely in with my pepper. So there you go. I'm going to season and just add a bit of stock to it just for taste. And there you go. So you can see that beautiful stockfish going in now. And I'm just going to leave that to just cook for a few seconds, and I'm going to be adding other ingredients to it. So as you can see, it's all sizzling, it's all looking nice, it's all looking beautiful, and my okra, it's on its way to glory. So you can actually see the beautiful combo coming up. I'm going to be adding other ingredients to this, and yes, as you can see, after a few minutes, I'm gonna add my smoked turkey because what I want to do is to just release as much flavor from these ingredients into the sauce. So there you go. All my meat, everything going in at this point. Yes, you looking at it and thinking, oh, it's too much meat, but trust me, this is what I want for this recipe. I just want it to be rich, I want it to be nice, I want it to be loaded. So yes, Now let's marry all these ingredients together. Let them meet, let them get to know each other, let them just connect properly and marinate themselves into that glory. So there you have it. Say after 5 minutes, they're sizzling together nicely, and I'm just adding my tilapia fish. So I've got few bits to add over there, so just be careful so it doesn't break. So I'm just gonna mix that in. I'm gonna let it cook, and I will be bringing them out later because I don't want them to break into the sauce. So there you go, it's gonna cook for a few minutes. I'm gonna bring the fish out and I'm going to continue with the cooking. I'm adding my king prawns, and yes, I'm just gonna mix that nicely together. It's all picked because I don't really like shells with my king prawns. So, and I'm just gonna mix that and let that cook. And as you can see, you already have this rich sauce coming up, and this is what you want. At this point, you can taste to adjust the seasoning. Make sure it's not too salty, because what you just want to have at this point is a nice taste, because remember, you're releasing flavor from all the other ingredients. So I'm just gonna adjust mine. I've mixed my chicken bouillon with water, and I'm just gonna add a bit of it to my sauce. And as you can see, I'm adding my dry fish now, and yum yum yum, this is looking fantastic already. Wow. So yes, let this just cook in nicely. And like I said, a lot of your ingredients actually releases a beautiful flavor that you want in your cooking. So be careful of adding too much seasoning before you add all your ingredients, just for the taste. So my fish coming out because I don't want them to break, and I'm gonna carry on with my cooking. Yes, look at that good meat going in. Absolutely delicious. Yes, yes, yes. I'm adding my ugu now because I want to cook it for a little bit before adding my okra. So yes, the ugu is going in, and as you can see, honestly, the ugu brings it to life. Wait till you add the okra, because without ugu in this recipe, I'm not sure. I just love adding a little bit of ugu to my okra. It just brings it to life, really. And I'm going to be adding my smoked mackerel later on at the last minute. So I've not forgotten about that. I'm just keeping that to the last minute. So there you go. Look at my sizzling okra sauce coming up. Now taste, adjust the seasoning. If you need to add a little bit more stock, yes, please do. And look at my slimy okra. So that's going in first. As you can see, is slimy. If you want your okra to be slimy, blend it with a bit of water and just mix it, and that's it. So I'm adding that first, and as you can see, it's like a base. And if you want, that slimy okra, that's what you do. So there you go. It's just going to, yes, look at that beautiful, nice, yeah, coming up. Can you see already? It's like a full okra soup, because the slimy okra, that just gives it that beautiful slimy, yes, that you're looking for. And that's it. So all well and mixed together, and I'm going to be adding my chopped okra. Now I've just chopped my okra up nicely. You can blend it. I'm adding the rest of my crayfish at this moment before adding my okra, because once you add your okra, you don't want it to cook for too long. You want to retain that beautiful color. So I'm just gonna let this simmer for like 3 minutes, and I'm going to add the rest of my okra. That's my main okra that I'm using. As you can see, that is coming in nicely, and honestly, this is just divine. The smell is amazing. It's just so nice. It's delicious. It's just a nice treat. You can have this with any swallow. You can have it with rice if you want to. You can just treat yourself to this beautiful okra soup. So there you go. Oh, look at that beautiful soup coming up. And as you can see, it in its glory is just so rich, is so nice, and it's a special treat and is just ready. And I'm adding my smoked mackerel. Like I said, I'm adding this at the last minute, and so there you go, just mixing it together, and my okra is ready. You don't want to keep this okra on for a long time because you don't want to lose the color. So once you add your okra, give it like 5 minutes to cook in, and it's ready. Oh wow, look at that. Rich, beautiful, tasty, all the ingredients in together to make this beautiful soup come to life. Honestly, sometimes okra hasn't got a life on its own except when it comes together with other ingredients. You know, when they meet, they actually connect. Look at that connection. Look at the momo and all the orishirishi going on inside this okra soup. It's amazing how, you know, people's destiny come to life when they meet other people. This is a true story of okra meeting other orishirishi to make it come to life. I just love this soup, and that's just beautiful, amazing recipe. And that's it, is ready. And like I said, don't cook it for too long because you want to retain that beautiful color. As you can see, I'm just going to enjoy this for lunch with my lovely oatmeal swallow. Wow, wow, wow. What an amazing treat. What would you pair this with? You know, what would you pair your okra with? This is lovely. This is healthy. This is rich. Okra, it's got so many benefits. And you know, if you're on a weight loss journey, this is your go-to soup. Is rich and loaded. And as you can see with my oatmeal swallow, is just divine. Beautiful combination. And I'm gonna enjoy this afternoon. And as you can see, the beautiful color coming up. Yes, yes, yes.